Good afternoon, family. It's your boy Divine Messenger here, another message. And understand, this is gonna be a little story time of my first encounter with an extraterrestrial being, you know. And before we get into this, understand, even when I lie, I still tell the truth. So you don't gotta believe me, but I literally witnessed this. I witnessed this shit with my own two eyes and my other eye as well. But I can't make this up. So before we get into this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. But I just want to share this experience with somebody because understand, when you wake up in this simulation, you will see them. You will see them and they will see you. They see you every day. I see them every day. And the thing is, I don't even talk to them, but they try to talk to me, I may talk back because they know I know them and they know me as well. And understand, they are disguised, they shapeshift into our people as well. So if you see a human being, meaning a white person, an Asian, whatever, they will look just like them. So these Pleiadians, these Orions, these Sirens, these Arcturians, they will disguise themselves as people to the masses, so the masses can handle their enlightenment. But for a spiritual being, an enlightened being at a God consciousness, I was able to see them. So this was earlier this year, and it was like cold, so it had to be around like January to March, probably like February, something like that. But it was so crazy because I was applying to be a model, right? Because I'm like 6'7". I'm probably like 6'8". I'm still growing. That shit's crazy. But I'm tall as fuck, you know. And the thing is, I was applying to be a model. So I got this opportunity and I went to Atlanta. And it was crazy. These scammers, they were called all casting. That's what it's called. They were called all casting. A lot of you may know, if you're in Atlanta, you probably know who they are. You probably know who I'm talking about. But I drove to Atlanta. They gave me the address, and they was like, here's your appointment time. They said like, bring 5 outfits so we can take pictures, etc. I was like, cool, all right. What's crazy, I took shrooms before this shit. And if you don't know about shrooms, it's psychedelics. I was out of my body, I was out of my mind. And I do this because I'm 20 steps ahead of the oppressor, meaning that when I'm in this state, I can see things before I see the thing. And I took it for a reason, so stay with me. I drove to Atlanta, fast forward, I got to the place. It was a little place, it was in like a plaza off in the cut. But it was a guy outside, he was a white man, he had a jacket on, and he was smoking a cigarette. I looked at him and I was like, you know, hey, how you doing, etc. Is this place open? He was like, yeah, go ahead and open it. And there was somebody taking pictures, there was music playing, there was 2 carbonated beings, 2 carbon ladies. Get off my car. There was 2 carbon ladies, and meaning black people. If you don't know what carbon means, do your research. So I talked to them. I was like, hey, excuse me, you know, my name is so-and-so. I'm here to apply to be a model. She was like, okay, let's go see you in the system. Boom, they went through the system, their computer. And as she was doing that, I'm looking around, I got to scan my environment. So I seen like who was in there, right? I seen these white people in the back, these human beings. So these Pleiadians, they were in the back of the building. And if you don't know what a Pleiadian is, it's another being, it's another entity. They are beautiful white people. They're very white, but just by their eyes, they're not from here, and they're very enlightened beings. And they're evil. A lot of them are evil. Damn, all these ants and shit going crazy. But anyway, so she found me in the system. She was like, okay, here's your time, just sit here, be patient, you know, and they're gonna give me a paper. So they gave me a paper. They had like, say your name, the date, you know, why do you want to be here, etc. And they said, say something interesting about yourself. So as I was writing, I said my height. I think it was like, what's your height and clothes and pants, etc. Because they were basically trying to get me to get promoted and marketable with clothes and all this fashion stuff that they were going to give me in the future. And they said, say something interesting about yourself. And I kid you not, I literally put, I am the universe having a human experience. If I'm lying, God can strike me down right now. Exactly. So anyways, so as I did that, I gave it to her and she was like, okay. So they put me in a chair and this lady was telling me like all the people she worked with in the business, in the industry. So a lot of your favorite rappers, she was telling me she worked with them. All your favorite musicians, your actors, your influencers, she was telling me like she worked with them. So as she was talking to me, I was like, oh shit. So I was working with somebody who literally worked with your favorite celebrity. I was like, damn, this shit really crazy. And what's crazy, she was trying to apply makeup to me and she was like applying certain type of like shit from my lips and shit to make it be more marketable for the cameras. And I was like, bro, this shit's awkward already. I was getting uncomfortable and shit. And the thing is too, I'm so mad at myself because it's like at that moment I was like, bro, I have no idea what is going on right now. And I was just like, I don't need to. I was like, why do I have to put this on my face? And she was like, well, it's just for the cameras, you know, so we can make your skin glow, make your skin pop, etc. This is how they, you know, they hide your blemishes, they hide your acne scars, all that shit. It's how they make your skin look clear. And that's why in movies, a lot of these people are wearing makeup, literally. So, as she did that, she told me to put on my first outfit, and she told me to go into the back, and there was this Asian lady. I kid you not. This is where shit started to get wicked. Shit started to get scary. As I was going to the back where the cameras were, there was like a white background. They had these big ass cameras and shit. Like, you know how you went, so like, you know, in high school when you had picture day, they had those type of cameras, and she was like fixing them. And the thing is, when she was like, she would look at me and she was like, oh, how tall are you? I told her and shit like that. And I was just like, I'm looking at her. In my head, I was like, there's no way you're human, because I'm looking at the skin. For one, it looked like, for her arm, it looked like she was hiding who she really was. I kid you not. And the thing is, this was a pyramid scheme. These are scammers. They come from a different country, and they came to our country to finesse our people, and we're feeding them money. So all these people who are trying to apply to be actors and models and shit like that, they're scamming you of your money. And when you go to these places, they won't tell you that they're scamming you. So these are literally finessers, and they don't even come from this country. They're like from Germany, from Russia, Afghanistan, all this shit, Asia. And so when they were doing this, I was like, damn, you're not a real person. So I don't know if she was a Draco reptilian. And if you don't know what that is, these are walking shapeshifters. They can take the form of me, an Asian lady, a human being, meaning a white person, an Arab, an Asian, a Native American. These motherfuckers is real. I seen her skin. I was like, bro, you literally have reptile skin and you're hiding it with a prosthetic arm. You know what I'm saying? To blend in with your skin. And she was an Asian lady. I ain't gonna say her name, but this shit get deep. So she was looking at me and she was just like uncomfortable. But I was like, I see you for who you are, but I ain't gonna say shit. Mind you, I'm out of my body at this point. So everything that I learned behind closed doors is coming to fruition. And it was only meant for my eyes. And I'm upset with the black lady, the carbon lady, because you getting finessed by these people and you think that this shit is like for you. No, it's not. You're getting scanned of your own enlightenment. That shit had me so mad. But so she had me take pictures with all my different outfits. And the thing is, she had me do these poses. She was trying to emasculate me. This is when I knew a lot of these niggas in the industry are getting emasculated and they don't even know it. And if they know it, they don't care about it because the money coming in. Weirdos. So she had me do one of these poses, and I kid you not, one of the poses, she had me do this shit. She was like, do one of the poses where you gotta go like this. I said, what the I said, what? I said, why? And the thing is, she would get mad because I'm questioning it. And I was just like, how you mad because I'm questioning your poses? I'm a man and you're telling me to, you got me fucked up. Like you're weird. And as I kept going through the motions and shit like that, right? As I got done, she was just like, okay, you know, either way it goes, you look, and what's crazy, they would spray this certain shit to make it seem like I was sweating. So I had a tank top on and shit, right? I had a tank top on and one of the pictures, and she like spray painted something on me to make it seem like I was sweating, because for one, I'm tall. And she was like, if you think about it, if the masses were to see this shit, a lot of guys would be jealous of you because you're tall and you're handsome. So we gotta make it seem like you're sweating, and we're gonna promote people to work out because you got a perfect body for this shit. And I was just like, bro, y'all selling me a dream right now. This shit sound good, but I'm not here to boast or brag to another nigga I don't give a fuck about. And as this was going on and shit, she was just like, okay, so now that we got all your pictures out the way, let's go ahead and bring you to the GM. And so this was like the head, this was the head honcho. She was a white lady or a reptilian in my eyes. So as I met her, she put me into this room. And I kid y'all not, I kid you not. I seen this lady, I looked at her in her eyes. This was not a regular person. I kid you not. This shit, it gets so deep. I told my mom about this shit. She couldn't even understand this shit. I told other people about this shit. They couldn't even comprehend what the fuck I was talking about. So that let me know, that lets me know the universe was showing me this shit only from my eyes. And this was to help me and help somebody out there, to let you know these people, these beings live. They are real, like my nigga. Every day you wake up and you go out into public or you go out to your school, your job, college, your workplace. These motherfuckers live and they're blending in and coexisting with us every single day. Anyways, I went to the room, I was talking to her. We was talking business and shit. But the thing is though, she read the little, the thing I wrote down in the beginning when I first walked in. She said, the most interesting thing I read from this was, you told us you are the universe having a human experience. So she said, you are a genius and you are rare. We don't have many people like you coming through. So I was like, nah. And this is where I really got to know her. So she was telling me about her speech, bro. She was telling me about her species, bro. And the thing is, many people couldn't even fathom this shit. Like she was telling me like, many people have walked through here, but we turned them down because they're not fit for this industry. But she said, you are the perfect look for this industry and we could change your life. She was saying how much money I could have. So she was saying how much money I would have. She said I would change my family's life. She said I could get my mom out of her house. I could be traveling the world. I could be getting paid more than 6 figures every week, every month off of being a model. And I was just like, bro, she said I can get my own house. She was telling me like, I'll be riding on private jets. I'll be riding on planes, taking trips and shit. I was like, bro, this shit it sounds too good to be true. And she was telling me about the constellation she comes from, because she was saying, you're a Pisces, aren't you? I said, what the fuck? Because my birthday was on there, so I was like, okay. But she was telling me about her constellation, and she was talking about spirituality. And that's the thing too, when it comes to spirituality, I know who's spiritual and who's not. Like, this shit get deep. And she was literally going deep. She was in my mind without even being in my mind. And so that's how I knew, like, you're not real. You are an illusion. And the thing is, she was so intelligent. She was in my brain, bro. She was literally talking about shit that I didn't even know was in my mind. I was like, how are you doing this shit? And she was just smiling. And the thing is, her hair, it looked like it was glued on. Like, and the thing is, it looked like it was like falling off of her head. And she had scaly skin. Like, to all my reflection out there, if I am lying, Elohim can strike me down right now. That's how you know I'm not bullshitting. This shit crazy. So she was telling me like all this shit, selling me a false dream. And she was like, okay, now let's get into the business side. What do you want to do? Because all you gotta do is sign here. And if you pay $400 for the pictures that you took today, we'll get you the package and we'll get you started in your career. Your career will take off. She was trying to get me to sell my soul on the first fucking day. I promise to God. I promise to God. This is when I knew, like, oh, this shit real. Like, and what's crazy, I was by myself. I was in a room full of demons, my nigga, by myself. No security, no backup. My brother wasn't even here. So I was like, I'm by myself, I'm alone right now. That's why I'm glad I took the psychedelics, because I knew, like, I'm gonna be in a whole different realm right now. I wasn't even in the same realm that a nigga would be in. I was in a whole different dimension in this point. And in Atlanta, so these beings are literally in our city, scamming our people for enlightenment, and people don't even know this shit. So they're paying for subscriptions and they don't know. You need to remove your subscriptions if you forgot about the subscription, because every month you are paying numerous amounts of dollars to them and you forgot about it. So go check your email and cancel the subscription, and they will get mad, but fuck them. Anyways, she was trying to get me to sell my soul. So she was going through all my pictures. She was like, you're a handsome man, you're a sexy man. And understand, all these guys will hate on you, and that's the thing. We want them to be like just like you, because look at you, you're tall, you're good looking, man. If you think about it, you'll be famous in no time, and we'll make sure of that. And she said, all you gotta do is sign right here. I said, whoa. I called my mom, and she was trying, and the thing is, she was getting nervous and shit, because my mom, she's enlightened, but she's not spiritually enlightened, and that makes sense. I still love my mom though, love you mama, but my mom, like, she was like, you know what? I don't got the money right now. She was trying to get money from my mom, and I told her, like, nah, I don't got the 400, I don't got the 500. So she was getting mad. She's like, can you call your mom, please? And it said like that. I was like, no, I'll call her for you, because this ain't making no sense right now. And she was talking dumb fast. And so I was like, no, I gotta use a servant for this shit. So my mom, like, she was talking to my mom. She was like, so, etc., trying to finesse her and shit. She said, all you gotta do is 500, pay 500 for this shit, and we'll make sure your son has the life that he always dreamed of. She's like, no, thank you. Hung up. She got mad. She was like, well, that's unfortunate, but for you though, since you're right here, all you gotta do is sign right here, and we'll make sure you get the subscription package. And if you pay $500, we'll make sure you get all your pictures, and we'll send them to you in the mail, and your dream will get started. We'll give you a portfolio of all your pictures, and at the end of the day, welcome to the industry. So sign right here. And what's crazy, this thing was so weird. It was like a black pen on like a little, on some type of dashboard, whatever the case may be. And it was like, I was sitting down right here. She was in front of me, and there was a fat ass screen on my right side. So as like for example, excuse me, as I was writing it down, I could see the screen on the right side. And so as I was writing it, boom, she was like, sign it. And I was just like, I can't, I don't know how to do it. She was like, it's okay, just sign your name. I was like, I can't. I literally put a straight line. And she was like, just sign your name, it's not that hard, you know what I'm saying? Don't make this hard. I was like, oh, you're getting mad now. You really want me to sell my soul? So she was like, just sign your name, that's all you gotta do. I couldn't, I literally just put a straight line, some scribbles. And she got upset, she was heated, and she was turning red. And so she was like, you know what, forget about it. When you have the money, you know, just come back and talk to us. She gave me a card, and she was like, either way it goes, we would love to have you in our industry. Just remember our opportunity that we talked about. Remember, this stays between me and you, because at the end of the day, we could change your life. I said, oh nah. So once I left that place, I was in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie, I was in my feelings, because I was like, bro, I was trying to be a model, but I didn't think that this shit had to be this hard, my nigga. Like, I just wanted to just show off who I am to people. I just want to help people and spread a message. Like, I don't want to be a model to boast or brag about myself. Like, I just want to help somebody, you know, understand, like, if I can do it, so can you. It doesn't matter how tall you are. You can be good looking and still go do this shit. So I was just talking to people, and it seemed like nobody understood what the fuck I was talking about. So I was just like, you know what? If this is what it takes to be a model, I'm cool on it, because I can't do it. I can't toss my salad. I can't get on my knees and, you know what I'm saying, go crazy. No, I just can't do it. I can't do it. And I say all that to say, they live. Literally, they live. And they're within all of our cities. It doesn't matter what city you're in. They live. And it's the fact that I'm a true testimony of these beings, these entities being real. That's why when I make these videos, I don't do this shit just for my health. I do this because I have witnessed this shit. I have been here numerous times. That's exactly why I have woke up. Because I told myself, in this generation, in this lifetime, I want to escape hell. That's why I know so much now. And now that I know so much, I can come on the camera and tell you, because I witness this shit every day. I see them every single day. When I'm driving, I see them. When I go and work out, I see them. When I'm just walking in nature, I see them and they see me. But understand, people, so my family out there, do not sell your soul for materialistic gains, for a false reality that does not belong to you. Because think about it, they can get rid of you in a heartbeat. And when they do, what's gonna happen to you and your family? Well, like, think about that shit. Was all that money worth it? No, it was not. So you sold your soul for no reason. And when you sign your signature, they're gonna make sure that they, like, think about it, they have your identity. They know who you are. So that shit gets wicked. But I say all that to say, like, this shit gets real. And just know more videos will be coming out. I'm gonna make sure, you know, I post these bangers for y'all, man. I love y'all. Have a great, wonderful day. Don't sell your soul, even though you already sold your soul.